Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Miles for Miracles 2025. We're going to have a bunch of instructions for you this morning, so make sure you pay attention to all the videos, follow all instructions, and remember, have fun. As you head outside, everybody is going to start off along our start-finish line here. Runners, make sure you fill in all the way along the start-finish line, and everybody who's going to be walking the 1 mile, filling in kind of behind them and cheering them on as they get ready to take off. When we get out here, you need to make sure that you are in a spot that you can hear and see what's going on. So we'll have our officials standing over here. They will get the race started. I will be leading on my bike, and we will take off going across Bradley here, where Officer Tyson has traffic stopped. Runners, we will run through the community, and everyone will come back across Bradley right here and across the start-finish line. All right, now we're going to go over the race route. So for those of you that are running the 5K, the first thing I want to point out is that if you walk the entire thing, it is going to take over an hour. So walking the 5K is not an option. If you are going to be able to run at least half to 2/3 of the 5K, then you are more than welcome to participate. If you don't think you can do that, it's best if you do the 1 mile walk. And remember, a 5K is 3.1 miles. So you need to be able to run close to 2 miles if you're going to do the 5K. So everyone's going to start at our start-finish line like I showed earlier. You're going to go down Bradley, turn onto Broadway, and run all the way down to get just past Nelson Park to where the train tracks cross. From there, you're going to turn, you're going to go into the park, and you're going to follow the paved trail along the river. Make sure that when you are going on the paved trail along the river that you are staying on the trail and making sure that you are not going off on any of the shortcuts or any of the side trails. You'll follow this all the way along until you get into Mill Pond Park. In Mill Pond Park, you're going to turn, go over the bridge instead of going to Mill Pond Park where the little playground is. You're going to turn, go over the bridge, and end up coming all the way through over here to High Street down by Watson. When you get over to High Street by Watson, that's where the light is to turn to go to Vowels Elementary. Once you get here, you're going to turn and you're going to run along High Street. Now, this is the part where you're going to have to be on kind of a narrow sidewalk along a busy road. So it's really important to make sure that you stay directly on that sidewalk. And also, as we go through this area, there are going to be lots of parking lots and some cross streets that you are going to have to go across. You need to make sure that you are paying attention. Now, there will be teachers stationed along here, but you need to also be paying attention to keep yourself safe. As you get all the way down here to the corner where the light is to turn on back onto Bradley, you'll go just in one block, and then you're going to cut back in following this route that we have lined out behind places like Cheers and the old Motorsports building. And as you cut in along the community, this is where you'll start to pass some of the 1 mile walkers who are going the opposite direction. And so as you are running, you'll follow the signs that we have posted out all the way back around until you get to Lion Street, which will take you right back here to cross to head back into our start-finish line. All right, so our mile walkers, this is going to be most people. As you do the 1 mile walk, we're going to start at our start-finish line here. We'll cross Bradley, and instead of turning to go towards Broadway, we're going to go straight up Lyons. As we go up Lyons, we will turn and head kind of along this route here. You can see we've got a little zigzag in it, and there's going to be some little flags that'll be along the route. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you'll take that, you'll go back, kind of jutting out here behind a bunch of businesses and making your way over here to the corner of Bradley Street. Well, you are going to turn and walk back along the sidewalk, along Bradley Street, all the way back to where you get to the school, where you will see Officer Tyson blocking traffic, where you will finish your race. As you're going through here, you may see some of the mile runners going the other way. Please remember to stay on your side of the road. Walkers tend to have an issue with taking up the whole road because it is such a large group. Make sure you stay to the side, give the runners their space, and also remember the roads are still open. So there are going to be cars driving down the roads, and we don't want to be walking 8 wide, blocking lanes of traffic. All right, so if you are doing the 5K, you are going to be following the big signs that are put in the ground like this. So we're going to go through, and these will be along the entire route. As you are running, always be looking for the next sign. That'll make sure that you stay on the correct path. Also, I will be at the front of the race on my bike, keeping up with the leaders of the race so that everyone knows where to go. As long as you can always see the next white sign along the trail in front of you, you're still on the right path. People doing the 1 mile walk, you're going to be looking for the small little flags that are going to be put in the ground. Now, the walk's a little easier because there's obviously going to be several hundred of you all walking together. But as long as you can follow the flags along the road, you will be on the right path as well. After you finish your race or your walk, you'll make your way over here to the wall outside my classroom where we're going to have a table set up with water, granola bars, and fruit snacks. You'll be able to grab some of each of these and have a seat or walk around with your friends, taking pictures, signing shirts, enjoying the beautiful day. Just make sure that when you are done with stuff, that the wrappers and empty water bottles get in the garbage cans. We're going to have a bunch of garbage cans set up around here. And please don't leave any wrappers or water bottles on the ground. We want to make sure we take care of our area. Speaking of taking care of our area, we've got a lot of pavers and rocks and other landscaping items throughout our whole Miles for Miracles garden. Please make sure that when you are out here after you finished your walk or your race, that you're being respectful of all of these monuments that we have. We want to make sure that you're not sitting on them, walking on them, and most importantly, making sure you're not breaking these. These are very special. People paid a lot of money to help remember loved ones that have gone through their battle with cancer. We want to make sure that we're showing respect of that. Before we head inside for the assembly, you need to make sure that all wrappers and water bottles get thrown away. Nothing can come back inside into the gym with us.
All right, guys, so you earned the right to use your cell phones outside during Miles for Miracles, which means when we are outside during the race, you can have them out, take pictures. But once we come back inside for the assembly, they need to be put away. And then once we go on our separate ways to Maury Court, CMU, wherever you're going, they need to be put away. Normal school rules still apply, which means that if you have them out, you will receive a blue slip.
As you head into the gym, you need to sit with your grade level for the entire assembly. The signs that Ms. Morocco is holding will be posted on the wall. 6, 7, and 8 blue will be sitting on the left side of the gym when you come in through the main doors. And then 6, 7, 8 gold are going to sit on the right side when you come in through the main doors. And if all else fails, look for your teachers and sit with your class.
Once everyone is seated and ready to go, we will start our assembly. Please keep a few things in mind as we move through the different parts of the assembly. First, please remember that there will be a time to cheer and yell, woo! But there will also be times to be quiet and serious. Read the room and make sure you are being respectful to all speakers and presenters. Second, we are going to have members of different organizations at the assembly. Please show them how awesome you all are. Remember, your behavior represents our school and our cause.
The first group we will be dismissing from the assembly are the 8th graders. 8th grade, you will head straight to the buses to go to Maury Courts. Once you get to Maury Courts, you will eat your lunch there. The second group we will be dismissing is the 6th graders. The 6th graders will be going to the cafeteria to eat your lunch before you go to the movies. And the last group will be the 7th graders. 7th graders, you will go to the hallway by Mrs. Reed's room where you will get your lunch, and then we will be going outside to eat our lunch on the track before we get on the buses to go to CMU. As we get ready to go today, let's make sure that we are all doing our best to show our team matrix, starting with total respect. We're going to be talking about a very serious topic today, and that's how cancer affects the lives of many people in our community. Make sure that you are showing total respect by listening when it's time to listen, being quiet when it's time to be quiet, and cheering and applauding when it's time to cheer and applaud. Also, make sure that you are showing effort and ownership. When we are outside, making sure that you are showing effort in taking care of your own trash, making sure that if you find an extra water bottle laying on the ground, you pick it up and throw it in the garbage. Awesome attitude, making sure that as we go throughout the day, not just while we're here for Miles for Miracles, but also while we are away at the movie theater, Maury Courts, and CMU, that you have an awesome attitude and are listening and following directions while we are there. And likewise with mental and physical safety, making sure that you are being safe at these places because we don't want anybody to get injured. So let's get ready to have a fantastic day.